viewers, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Today we're over in Hickory, North Carolina, visiting with some folks at Shiner's Stash Jerky. These folks do some value-added product for a number of farms in North Carolina and some in Virginia. We brought them about 5 or 6 hams a few weeks ago for them to turn into some jerky. We've got 196 packs of jerky that we've got loaded up. We're going to take it home, have it available for the market. But we're going to go in here and check out these guys, see what they're all about, talk to some of their staff, and learn a little bit more about them. And hopefully there's something maybe out there that some of you folks can use. Come on. So yeah, tell us a little bit about who you are and Shiner's Stash and sort of what y'all offer to different farmers and folks.
Well, you know, the business started up by Swin Office. That's my business partner. We've partnered up with it. Swin actually is a certified executive chef with a culinary background from CIA up in New York.
Okay.
So with that, he for years had done jerky for his friends as far as wild game and stuff. Everybody kept telling me, "Chef, you need to do this for a living." He was
ain't that the way all businesses get started? It's a cottage industry.
Yeah. So he finally researched it. He came across the facility here, which was in my father-in-law's meat processing facility.
So this is the former meat processing.
It is.
So the meat sign out front. Okay. So
that's where that comes in from. It was built in the mid-70s, and my father-in-law ran it forever on that, and so he had retired out basically. So Swin came in, facility was offered to him to use. He came in, worked with it, got it up to the speed for USDA because Grady was only NCDA, so he brought it up another notch. And once we'd done that, well, once he did that, I take that back. Once he did that, I happened to find out that he was up here working. I had recently retired from the state as far as with the county. And here I am.
Here you are. So how long have you guys been doing jerky here at this location?
We have been in here for 3 years. Well, about 3.5 years now.
Okay. Yeah. So I understand there's an interesting story behind the name Shiner's Stash. You want to share that with us?
I can. So when Swin, was driving back and forth to Winston, as far as when he was working down there in that area, he was thinking, what would I name my company? So he's driving to Wilkesboro, well above Taylorsville, between Wilkesboro, and he's like, Shiners, moonshine, moonshine. I live in the moonshine capital, so moonshine, Shiners. So there came the first part of the name was Shiners. Well, what do Shiners do with their moonshine?
Right.
They stash it away.
Okay.
So Shiner's Stash.
Okay.
So that's how he came up with the name.
How cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. And you guys are, so tell us where we are. We're in Conover County.
Yes, we're in Conover County, right beside Hickory. We're actually listed as a Conover address. We're at 3938 Springs Road, Conover, North Carolina.
Okay.
And we're just right on Springs Road, which is an easy access from 40. If you Google it, it'll take you right to the driveway. Okay.
And so now you guys are doing some work for us, and we're just a small farm. We're raising pigs, and so you're doing some value-add product to some cuts of meat that we just weren't selling. So how else do you guys have the ability to help small farmers like us to do value-added stuff?
Sure. We have several private companies of private farmers as far as within the state and also Virginia that they have basically the same scenario. They have beef that maybe that cut's not moving, so they bring that to us. We do a research and development process to see what kind of flavors they're looking for. We take that meat, we turn it into jerky for them, and then they have a whole new marketplace. That way it helps them to move their product. It gives them the ability to highlight their product, and it helps them get their name out there.
Okay. So how can somebody find out more about you guys, or where can we find that on the web?
Okay. On the web, we are www.shinersstashjerky.com.
Okay.
So if you Google that, you can find us on Facebook, the World Wide Web, any of those, and they'll take you right to us.
And y'all also have like your own branded jerky as well, right? You've got your own stuff? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we have probably, right now in production, we've got over 25 flavors.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, we have beef, we have pork, as far as pork loin jerky, we have bacon jerky, and those are the ones that we label ourselves. We also have meat sticks that we do.
Okay.
And all those we market here at the shop as far as retail shop, and we're in numerous convenience stores. There again, you can buy it online as far as the website.
Okay.
So any of those avenues.
They're just dehydrators?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you guys got 4 of them?
We do.
And what's the capacity on these things, Steve? How much can you put in?
They're 88.7 square feet as far as dehydration space during the process, and that's with 14 trays. Right at 90 pounds per run.
Okay.
Basically, it takes 14 trays, and with 14 trays, you got roughly 88 square feet of dehydration space with all 14 trays.
How long does it take to, I guess it depends on the water content of the meat.
It does. You know, if you're running a meat that's, good quality, then it takes about 4 to 4.5 hours as far as to dehydrate. You know, and that's with the marinades and everything in place. So, I mean, you're not just dehydrating the meat itself, but the marinades that are used in there for that season.
Right. And so y'all do pork, beef, what else?
Pork, beef. That's what we pretty much market. That's what people come to us with. We have had some people talk to us about lamb.
Really?
So that's, you know, we have that possibility. We've had people talk to us about water buffalo. Oh yeah. So we actually did a test on that as far as with it did really, really well.
Okay.
And that wasn't actually for a jerky. It was more for just a dehydrated meat product. So we play around with those things, you know, as far as the customer request. Of course, during the wild game season, you know, we'll do the venison, bear, elk.
Really?
We do all that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So y'all do a lot of stuff from North Carolina, of course.
We do.
Where all have you had meat come from?
As far as wild game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even tame.
Well, with the wild game, you know, it comes from anywhere and everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, you know, there again, we are listed by the North Carolina Wildlife Commission, so we have to obey their rules as far as making sure that the hunters are aware of the rules when they go to bring to us as far as boneless coming from out of state. You know, and then as far as with domesticated meats, you know, all over the state of North Carolina, we've had stuff from Virginia. Okay. Some of the farmers and stuff like that have us do their products.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Now y'all are a USDA inspected facility.
We are.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you process and package is eligible for sale to the public.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And they're dealing with us being USDA instead of just NCDA. Right. That gives us that ability to cross state lines.
Yes. Okay.
You know, and that's where a lot of people don't realize. You know, that's where, you know, when we jump through the hoops to create that ability to meet NCDA and follow those guidelines. It's a big responsibility on the producer, you know, because there's a lot of things you have to keep up with. And one of those things is we have a federal inspector that comes into our facility every single day. He may spend 5 minutes, he may spend 5 hours. You know, it just depends on what his day dictates that he can do. And so we're always monitoring. So we appreciate Swin and Steve and all the guys over at Shiner Stash Jerky for helping us out with a value add on one of our products. Those guys, their customer service is just over the top. They do a great job with the product. I went ahead and opened a pack of jerky and been nibbling on it since leaving there. High quality work, good folks to work with, and they just do an outstanding job. So if you like these videos, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Again, we've got a lot of folks watching from somewhere outside of the United States, so drop us a note where you're from, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.